Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wicked Majesty's Night Stories. I am your host and narrator, Keya Reed. I hope all of you have had a wonderful day today. Are you ready to hear the continuation of last Friday night's story? We left off where the doctor was giving his diagnosis of what's going on with Alicia. Let's find out what happens next in The Demon Resides in Her. If you like this story and you would like to hear more stories, then hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Now go grab your snacks and drinks and let's get back to the story. They took Alicia back home, but Gretchen was really confused on her way back. Alicia was a good kid. She never did that before. After dropping them home, Martin went to work. The whole day, Alicia remained in her room. Gretchen tried to talk to her, but she was so closed off. What happened to her overnight? Gretchen wondered. In the evening, when she went into her room to call her for dinner, she gasped in fright at the sight in front of her. Alicia was all covered in blood. It looked like she had scratched her whole body. She was scratching her legs when Gretchen ran towards her. She held her hands to stop her from doing any more damage. Alicia, are you mad? What are you doing to yourself? Gretchen shouted at her daughter, but she didn't stop. Instead, she pushed Gretchen off her. Gretchen fell back on her back. She was shocked at the force she used to push her. Alicia wasn't capable of such strengths, so how? Hearing the loud noises, Martin also came into the room. To say that he was appalled at the sight in front of him would be an understatement. After he recovered from the shock, he helped Gretchen get up, then went towards Alicia. What are you doing, baby? Stop it! Martin tried to stop her. Alicia looked up to her parents, and the look she gave them was enough to terrify them to the core. She was gritting her teeth and staring at them with so much anger. Both Martin and Gretchen didn't know what to do. After a minute or so, she calmed down and fell back on her bed. Her parents came near her only to find out that she had fainted. Never once in their life did they witness something like that. They cleaned up her injuries and remained with her throughout the night. Alicia stayed quiet the whole day. Her parents tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't speak. They decided to take her to a psychiatrist. Luckily, they knew a psychiatrist living a few doors away from the place. Gretchen and Martin didn't waste another minute and went to meet him. John Mahoney lived in the town for years and knew this family very well. He listened to everything they said and agreed instantly to help them out. The next day, Martin and Gretchen took Alicia to the psychiatrist and left her with him. John tried his best to make her comfortable with him. At first, she wouldn't speak to him as well, but eventually he managed to get a few words out of her mouth. Is there something you would like to tell me? John asked her. She remained quiet for a while, then spoke. She is here. Who? Asked John. Before he could ask further, Alicia got up from her chair, picked up a vase placed nearby, and threw it in John's direction. Luckily, John ducked his head just in time to save himself from getting hurt. He stared at Alicia with shock. She was staring at him with her eyes red in anger and fists clenching so tightly that her knuckles were growing white like a corpse. After a moment, she calmed down and sat down on her chair as nothing had happened. John kept staring at her. Then a thought came across his mind. Can it be? He stopped himself from thinking any further and walked towards her. Alicia, can you please close your eyes for me? He asked her softly. Surprisingly, Alicia closed her eyes instantly. I'm going to touch your forehead and ask some questions. Please answer them truthfully, John requested like he was speaking to an adult. Alicia nodded her head. John started the conversation. How old are you? 10. Is there someone inside you? Yes. Who is or is she a woman? I don't know. Can I speak to him? He'll get angry. Do you want him to leave you? He might if I talk to him. Yes. I'm talking to the person inside Alicia. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer me now. Just as he spoke, Alicia began to growl in anger and screamed so loudly that the windows of the room started rattling. However, John did not move from his place and kept asking, why are you living inside Alicia? What purpose do you have? Thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked my story. Next Friday, I will be hosting the final part of tonight's story, so be sure to come back next Friday night at 10 p.m. In the meantime, let me know what you think. Comment your thoughts down below. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Sleep tight and don't let the shadows bite.